TGT. What the world is watching.
All right, I'm not in Seattle anymore. I'm back. I missed everybody last week. We're going back in time. It's that time of year, so we're going to go to Halloween Havoc. And we've got a very special guest with us tonight to watch that show. So as I say every week, and away we go.
Here we go.
There it is.
Where's Mandic?
Oh, Carl.
Man.
Yeah,
Dick.
Carl. We'll call him Dick. Where's the Dick? Hey everybody. Swoggle, I wasn't here with
man.
you I wasn't here with you last time. I did
know,
watch
it's fun.
Oh wow. and the hits keep coming. Although you did insult the Titans the last time you were here, so but
Deserve
I mean,
it.
hey. Hey, you've got the best quarterback in the league. We've got the best running back in the league. It's okay.
I don't know football. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know football at all. I know if they win or lose, and that's it.
Okay.
I know they won today.
It's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna go back in time, and we're actually gonna watch a show I don't think I ever watched again.
I have never watched this in my life, and I'm so excited. I was thinking like Halloween Havoc, sweet Halloween Havoc '97 with Ray and Eddie, or like Goldberg and DDP. I think we're at '98 with Warrior, but this is '99. This is going to be the absolute shits.
Yeah, you know,
and somewhere in an alternate universe, we're still watching Halloween Havoc 1998.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This has
That
never
was-
been
yeah.
played on Peacock, I'm pretty sure. This is the only time it's ever been played.
they're gonna be like, why was there a spike of 6 people watching the show? So just to kind of October 6th, Vince Russo joins WCW.
That's
October
not-
6th, like right before this pay-per-view?
I think so,
Yes,
and I don't want to
actually,
kill
that's-
Brandy's segment, but I just wanted to point
I'll
that
correct
out.
his dates in my
Okay.
segment because
Yeah.
that's not-
So, all right.
This is
Cool.
gonna be
It's
even
this
better.
month
makes
though,
it
right,
even
Brandy?
better. Yeah.
yes, it's this
Okay.
month.
So that's why I think we see some Russo shenanigans going on here, and when we talk about what's happening, you're
Shocking.
gonna see that. You're gonna see that.
Hey,
So
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
redeem myself real quick. I don't mean to interject here. So,
go ahead.
Swog, when you were on here a month and a half ago, that was
Yeah.
actually my first attempt at hosting, as you found out. And
Is that why it was so bad?
Yeah, first 3 minutes.
Yes,
First
yes,
3 minutes.
exactly.
I fucked up your last name.
It was, I mean,
your last
you shit the bed within 3 seconds.
absolutely. So I've been working on this, and I got to redeem myself.
Is that your cat? What is jumping in the background? Is that a cat or an armadillo?
That is the ferret again. The ferret is
Oh,
back.
son of a bitch.
So to redeem myself, let me see.
It wasn't jumping in the background last time like this.
That's where its food is.
Oh, I don't
It's
like it.
hungry,
No,
Sable.
just leave it. Just leave it. I don't want to see this thing.
No, she wanted to eat food. Anyway,
Do
so
you not like rodents? You don't like rodents? Yeah.
I mean, it's like the weird stepchild of a rat and a possum.
when she's done eating, she'll hop down and run around. You'll see
Stop
her.
saying she. It's an it. Come on.
So,
I have
let me
a
redeem
guinea pig.
myself
sitting
here.
We
over
don't use pronouns with those animals nowadays. Come on. We're in the cancel culture, and I'm gonna get canceled for a goddamn ferret, and I don't care at this point.
I can see it on Twitter now.
Yeah, Hornswoggle canceled for ferret abuse. Ferret shaming. There we go.
Ferret shaming. So, I fucked up your last name. I think I said your last name was Postel.
No, you said no. Now you're really fucked up.
Yeah,
because
I know.
it is Postel.
Okay,
you said Postal.
I thought it was Post-it note.
I wish you would put a Post-it note over your stupid camera so I don't have to see that shitty goatee you're growing. My son at 11 years old has a way better goatee than you.
Oh!
All right.
Frank,
Yeah.
man, can we get back to hosting for real though?
Oh.
Or maybe, hey, where's Mandick? Mandick will host this
real good. Mandick, God. Yeah, why don't we
post breakfast cereal?
Oh Jesus. He's gonna cancel you in a second.
Someone map it out. Show Phill where to go to get the fuck out of here.
See, Phill, if you start digging from where you live and just keep going straight down about 25,000 miles into the Earth's core, you'll find hell, which right at the moment is where.
Oh my God!
That's a Mandic one right there.
All
right.
I like
let's do this. Let's go to the cock.
Does Phill have a segment?
I do.
He does. Yeah.
It's fucking canceled.
All right. So let's go to the cock. We're gonna go find Halloween Havoc. We're gonna go to season 11, episode 1. There was only one episode.
Can we talk about that too? How dumb that is.
Yeah. So please, I hate it. I can't stand it. And then I can't stand that there's actually, when you're watching the pay-per-view, there's commercial breaks. But if you have the one where you don't have commercials, it just stops for a second and then goes to the next thing.
Listen here, guys. I don't have the peasant peacock. I got the top guy peacock.
I do too, but it still does it. It doesn't do it for you?
No, I think Vince Jr. is still giving me the Peacock account.
Doesn't do it for me.
It occasionally does for me, but mostly with the TV shows, not with the events.
Yeah.
All right, let's this is the first. I think this is the first paper. Well, I'll let Brandy do it, but this is where the cat's asshole logo.
Is this the first cat's asshole paper?
Floating vagina.
Well, I think it is with the new logo. I think.
Is it with the stage that everyone slipped on? Is this it?
No, that's
I don't
Nitro,
remember if it's the stage that everyone fell on.
No, it's the old one where the big, ugly-looking gargoyle holding the pumpkin.
You knocked that off, man.
That was the shit.
Let me tell you this: there is no better. Like, I feel every pay-per-view, whether it be Backlash with the hooks or King of the Ring with the big stupid chair. Or anything, everything should have a separate stage.
No, I agree with you on that.
When I worked for Vince Jr. for those 2 weeks under 10 years, and they stopped the separate stages for pay-per-views, I was really upset. I was like, this is the worst.
Yeah.
And like SummerSlam, you'd have SummerSlams, and they'd be really shitty SummerSlams with just like circles. And like when Triple H came back that year in LA, it was just like a circle. I was like, this is not SummerSlam. SummerSlam would be like suns or beaches or give me something cool.
Now it's
remember the big S's, the two S's together and stuff like that was
because that stood for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, all right. Thank you. I'm saying the set with the two S's. All right. Anyway, let's watch the damn show, okay? Oh my God. All right. So we're gonna start at 000s. Do we want to track the open? Why don't we track the open?
Why don't we? Why don't we see how bad it is?
Sure. Yeah. Let me just get.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of shakiness and a lot of camera cuts.
What, in this or us?
In the open.
Yes.
Oh, please. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's classic Russo. Well, you'll hear it, or you'll see it too. All right. So we're going to start right at 00000.
But when do we start?
When I say 3, 2, 1, play.
Play.
At play. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So we'll start this at 3, 2, 1, play. So hang on one second.
So play now.
No, not yet. Not yet. All right. In 3, 2, 1, play.
So we're supposed to hit it now.
Yes.
Hey, can I get a time check?
Mm-hmm.
I got 5 seconds. 6, 7.
Is the exploding
8,
vagina
9.
Sid.
Oh man.
This is so. Oh my God.
A lot of Matrix graphics here.
Well, it was 99.
I gotta turn this down a little bit. Oh my god, this is the
Oh, the
best.
hell with that? He touched
What
me!
the fuck was that
I ran over him and he's out! I'm going to rip up your future
Why is he wearing a suit?
destination! Sydney's business now! He threw that! Oh my god, he got kicked in the face! Jackknife!
break the leg.
Powerbomb Goldberg! Halloween Havoc! I will kick your ass! Promises do not come true in this business. I will not stab the Stinger in the back. The Stinger is bad.
Why is the Stinger hitting babyface Hogan?
Sting used the baseball bat on Hogan.
It's not fake Sting, is it?
No, this is not fake Sting. That's real Sting.
Who's gonna get the last laugh? They're gonna destroy the legs of Hogan. I'm gonna take it down. It's showtime, folks.
I can hear one of your guys' echoes. It's okay.
From the MGM brand, Gardner and up.
Was it me,
Oh,
man?
that spider.
Yeah, I hate spiders.
That's better.
I
And
hate
not again on
spiders.
the bottom. What the fuck?
So there was one.
Oh, empty seats. Look, bottom left.
Where was the
Good lord.
sign? There was a
First
sign
off,
at the
let
open
me
where it
say,
says.
Frank.
No, I
you.
I
for
love
hating
that
this
set.
entrance.
I don't hate the set. I love the set.
Look
I
at
was
how
just-
cool that looks. Oh my god.
That is badass.
Guys.
No, it is
That is
cool.
badass. I want that in my front yard for Halloween.
I just don't like I don't like the cat's asshole logo. I just don't like it.
Oh,
It's
you
the
just shit
exploding
on
vagina.
the set before.
Oh, spiders.
When did the spiders?
I don't know why the spiders are there for everything. I mean, the beginning I get. Look at how young Tony Schiavone looks. And now, yes, he does look kind of young, but with the glasses and the shitty goatee, like Phil Jackson, it makes him look a bit older.
So I'm going to say something nice about Vince Russo, which breaks my heart to do. At least Vince Russo had the goddamn foresight, just like Eric Bischoff, to make sure that Tony Schiavone both properly and professionally dressed himself at all times while representing World Championship Wrestling, like Tony Khan doesn't when he represents AEW.
Hey, not saying a goddamn thing there because I want a job at some point, you know.
Hey, we were
There is a
Fallout
problem
Weekend.
with
Swoggle.
he's
Go
not.
ahead.
He doesn't have the collar pulled out of his shirt over his sweater. So
No, that's
the-
okay. The
I
the
know.
issue is there, Brandy. The sweater should be lower.
The sweater should be lower, so you
That's
can see
the
at
issue,
least
is so you
the
can
full
see more
top
of the
knot of
tie and the collar.
So
It's
should
not,
his
it's
chair.
not the collar's fault.
Quick,
No, he's taller than the chair is fine because he's taller than Bobby. So as long as he's taller than the other people, he's happy. He's good.
I'm sure Henry wants to map it, but I got a quick Schiavone story for you, Swoggle.
Oh.
So we were at All Out Weekend in Chicago, and we were there for Top Guy Weekend for ad-free shows. And I show up in a hotel. Right after I check in, the very first fucking thing I see is Tony Schiavone walking around like this lost geriatric old man. And he's just walking around pulling hard on random doors, and he's like looking around, he's looking at his phone, he's pulling out the doors. I'm like, that's Tony Schiavone. God, he looks lost. And I walk over there, I'm like, hey, Tony. And he just looks so fucking frustrated. He's like, hey, how's it going? And he's pulling on doors. I'm like, are you looking? Are you trying to get into somewhere? He's like, yeah, but I don't have time right now. I'm like, hey, well, I guess I'll talk to you later. And he just went back to wandering around and looking like he was a lost little kid.
I mean, I don't see the issue there. He's just obviously trying to get in somewhere.
Frank,
how can you hate this set?
I didn't say I hated it. I said it was an ugly-looking gargoyle holding a
Want to
pumpkin.
talk about things we hate? Look at this outfit from Disco Inferno.
Okay, fuck you.
Why did he
The
switch-
Godfather
why did
just
he
called. He
switch to
wants
this?
his sweater vest back.
I would rock that now.
But why
I
did he
mean,
switch
I
to
think
this?
Coyote Ugly called, and they want their outfit back.
So yeah, you're right. This was definitely like Coyote Ugly era.
God, I love that movie. I had such
I
a
would
crush
love
on
The
to
it.
go
Godfather
Coyote
wear a
Ugly came
vest
out.
like that at one point in his
When
career.
did Spice Brandy? Give me a time code. When did Spice World come out?
Yeah, Spice World came out, I believe, in '96, but I will double check.
No chance.
97.
I'm gonna say March of '98.
Wow. And you know what? Say what you want about Disco. He ran with everything they fucking gave him.
You
and did
can't
the
wear
best he could
stripes
with
on
it.
TV. It doesn't pick up on camera. This Mark should know that.
At least not
Alright, so it
horizontal
was
stripes.
released in December of 1997.
December 97.
So I'm winning just because.
So
Yeah.
is Spice World a Christmas movie?
Well,
Uh,
if it was December,
Well, it
yeah.
wasn't
When do you-
released.
I don't
in
know,
North
Phil, when
America
do you
until
celebrate Christmas?
January of '98,
I don't.
but it was released. Actually, the full the UK release was the 15th, and then it released to all of Europe, opened in theaters on Boxing Day, which is December 26th. And then it came to North America January 23rd of 1998.
Okay, so it wasn't, like I said, Phil.
Are you?
Oh my word!
I think Henry's ready to map it, Frank.
Yeah, I was good. I was letting everyone banter. I don't want to. And I'm trying to. I even 20-something years later, I don't get Lash LaRue either. But
you're taught. You know what, Henry? I agree. I'm wondering, where did the WCW Cruiserweight division go from like Ray and Eddie and Hoovy to
Disco Inferno and Lash LaRue?
Because all their good talent that was getting pushed under the mat by people like Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Sting, Ric Flair, all jumped ship to the WWF.
But none of them left by this point.
It was in the works, I think, with the Radicals. They were starting to feel the most discontent. And Russo, to his credit, again, I'm saying nice things about Vince Russo. I must be sick. Tried to do what he could to keep them. Because an Eddie Guerrero or a Chris Benoit as WCW champion at this point in 1999 or the beginning of 2000 might have helped save WCW. It might have kept it off the Time Warner chopping block. Instead, we get people like Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan.
But Benoit was champ, wasn't he?
Yeah, for a
day.
For a day.
Oh, that's all it was?
Yeah.
He literally was on Raw the next day.
Or like a week later, he won. I remember he won the title at the January pay-per-view. The next night, they're like Benoit's the champion, but he left or something. And then like a week later, they all showed up on.
It's the story that Kevin Sullivan booked his own divorce. Benoit didn't trust Sullivan, and he had become the booker again because WCW just didn't have anybody else.
Well,
and
this got awkward with
Sullivan was nice enough to make Benoit champion, but Benoit made it clear that if this guy's going to run the show, I want to go take my ball and play somewhere else. And that was what he did.
How about Lash LaRue has the same haircut as my brother did in 1999? Any guy that had any shade of brown hair in 1999 had what I mean, people say with bowl cut, I call it the mushroom top because there was no bowl big enough. Like even a popcorn bowl couldn't cut your hair like that.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I went with the Backstreet Boys look in '99, and I had frosted tips. But anyway,
I had frosted tips after they were cool because I would always like try to do that kind of thing myself. I got the sun spray every summer, and it just turned my hair red.
Yeah.
I remember my dad did that one year, and he used too much, and it turned it like bright red. Was not good. It was on family vacation too.
All right, Henry. Let's map it. Okay.
Let's map it out, Henry.
Map it.
Let's do this.
Yo ho ho!
Hey!
Blow me down!
Na 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 na.
332. Kitty Hawk, USS Kitty Hawk. This is Namcom State Dr. Roger, over.
I really got to pick up on those time cues a little bit better. But anyway, WCW.
Henry, that's your segment. That's your segment.
I forget when it ends sometimes. I'm starting to develop.
It says "Let's go" and it comes out. It fades out from black, Henry.
At least.
I don't know this. I've never done this segment, and I could have been like, "Hey, it's fading out from black. This is what happened."
Oh,
I also got into the match for a second, but anyway, WCW.
You got into this match. With that Hurricane Runner that Lash LaRue almost broke his neck on?
That was
as a little bit of inside baseball. I actually formatted this episode of Top Guy Theater, which means I watched most of these matches in order to figure out time codes.
One?
There were a lot of things about this pay-per-view I can say I didn't like, and I'll come to them as we get to them.
I can't wait for that. Wait, let's map it out.
But anyway, Halloween Havoc 1999 comes to us as it did every year from 1996 until WCW shuts its doors in 2001 from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
I never knew that. That's literally something I've never knew about any Halloween Havoc.
want to say the only other one other than this that people remember besides the 1998 edition, where because Hogan and Warrior goes on for so long that when Goldberg and DDP, it just cuts out the pay-per-view feed right as they hit the opening bell because Hogan wanted his win back because that pay-per-view just didn't work for him any other way, brother. The only other one that people remember is the 1995 Halloween Havoc where Hulk Hogan gets butt fucked by the Yeti.
See, I was
that was in Detroit
because of Eddie and Ray.
We actually watched 97 2 weeks ago with Conrad Thompson.
That's the one I would remember.
We watched that match, right?
Yeah,
we watched that match.
This show actually featured an attendance that's got to be down from the year before. I'd imagine 98's Halloween Havoc.
I mean, look at all the blacked out upper deck there. No one's sitting up there.
The venue itself holds approximately 17,000 people. It's an active venue that's still in use today within the city of Las Vegas. I didn't check an attendance figure for Havoc 98 because in 1998, WCW still hadn't come completely off the rails yet. But this show featured a paying crowd of 8,464 people that gave up approximately $314,000 for a main event as advertised that doesn't actually take place because I think that delves a little bit more into Brandy's than mine. I'll leave that for later. Las Vegas, Nevada is also today the home of two professional sports franchises, the former Oakland Raiders of the National Football League and the expansion Las Vegas Golden Knights of the National Hockey League.
Golden showers.
Jesus Christ.
Christ's sakes. What about the WNBA team? Does that not count?
I don't know shit about
Are
basketball.
we still talking about golden showers?
Oh boy.
I was getting lost in the match, guys.
Yeah.
You're watching this match?
I'm just looking for pictures. I'm looking for shots of the set. They're a really cool set.
I also rather like how, even though they put the exploding cat vagina logo in the center of the ring, that they still were nice enough to Slim Jim to let them keep their advertising space in the corners of the ring. I think that's kind of cool.
I will say WCW, I feel like I remember them doing that, and it was very ahead of their time, almost like UFC-ish nowadays. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So they had something going for them, aka they just needed Slim Jim money.
Well, that was how Bischoff signed the Macho Man Randy Savage. Slim Jim basically paid his contract. It didn't cost him any more money. And then as a nice thank you, they let him advertise like this at Halloween Havoc. I don't recall if they ever did it at any others, but I remember it being a big
I didn't know that. I thought...
Oh, they did it at every Havoc after he came in. I remember for a couple of years they had they dressed up the posts like like a Slim Jim package.
The Ray and Eddie one was for sure that way.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Henry, you said that there was a paying crowd of 8,000. Was there anybody that was papered?
I'm sure.
Meltzer didn't really go in depth into it.
Shocking.
I'll actually go.
Did you have an orgasm? What happened? What?
Whenever I see mess ups, guys, you're gonna hear real good. A real good. Wait, he just did a stunner. I thought wasn't his finish like a front jawbreaker?
It used to be. I didn't realize he switched to a stunner. I mean, that again.
I thought it was a front jawbreaker.
The fans are standing and applauding for. I have subtitles.
I don't even know what I just saw. Henry, were you done? I'm sorry.
What I was starting to say before Swoggle got excited there for a second, I'm going to take this directly from the Observer. The show drew a paid attendance of 8,464 people, paying approximately $314,000, along with another. I'm just going to round up because I don't want to use his exact number. $70,000 in merchandise, which were strong numbers for WCW in October of '99. Particularly compared to Fall Brawl in Winston-Salem, where they couldn't sell tickets, though they still can't be credited yet to any changes since this show got off to a strong advance before the new changes were implemented. Translation:
they actually couldn't sell tickets, or it was a shitty draw.
Translation: Bischoff's only been gone a month. Vince Russo hasn't been here very long, but because you're advertising a main event of Hogan's Sting, which apparently in 1999, ow!
Oh my God.
Apparently still draws money.
Told you it's not a front jawbreaker.
Nope,
his finish was a front jawbreaker. Not that.
at least Tony Schiavone didn't start screaming "Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold."
It was like the Jeff Hardy. His finisher was like the Jeff Hardy thing, but Disco Inferno can't do the splits because he's really old even at this time.
He can't do the splits, but he can still do this.
Is that a heel turn, by the way? Is that what this is?
I think it is a heel turn from Lash LaRue because they were like, "What is going on here?"
I'm gonna assume this is right before he was like General Erection or or whatever.
Part of MIA, yes.
Was he part of MIA?
Yes,
he was.
He was called Corporal Cajun.
There you go.
Yes, Corporal Cajun.
Because he has red hair, and every redhead has to be from New Orleans.
Why New Orleans?
Jesus.
Look at him.
Is Lash LaRue.
Well, I'd love to, but right now I'm looking at Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Tony Schiavone ain't no redhead.
Big Cass sitting front row and behind him.
And Goldberg stalking the crowd.
Oh,
Big Cass
God.
spotted.
Oh, these guys will be gone in a couple of months.
Can we even show this?
Yes, January of 2000 is when they would leave.
What'd you say? Can we even show this?
This segment on Peacock is called Perry Saturn and Dean Malenko talking outside.
Yeah, they don't mention a certain other person.
I'm going to ask a very because Swoggle, you were there. So is it? Do you think it's wrong to not say his name?
Well, he's very wrong.
You can't erase him from history, right?
No. We talk about we talk about other. I mean, not in wrestling, but in other forms of entertainment and sports, other issues like that, and I don't know. I think it's very wrong to erase that from history.
Don't glorify it, but don't erase it.
Yeah, no, we should never. You can't glorify something that horrible. I'm just saying the man existed, and quite frankly,
why are his pants so high?
Booker T's.
No, I'm not talking about Mike Tenay. Yeah, Booker T's.
Yeah,
it's amazing to think that in less than 9 months, Booker T is going to become WCW World Heavyweight Champion in a promotion that's got less than a year to live at the point where he first becomes WCW champion.
Let's
and it's
talk about
amazing
how tall
to think
Stevie Ray is compared to Booker T.
No shit.
Right?
Stevie Ray's a big guy.
Giant vein bulge thing in the back of Stevie Ray's back.
That's a scar.
Yeah.
He probably got sliced.
Yeah.
Can we again look at Booker T's pants?
It bugged the fuck out of me every time I saw it. I could never.
It's like he's trying to be Steve Urkel without the suspenders or the shirt.
He's got a 6-pack, but I can only see 2 of them.
Now,
he's saving the other 4 for later.
As we get into this match,
title match, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. As we go into this match, I don't know if this covers something that you uncovered, Brandy, but they talk about it as the introduction to this match. The World Tag Team titles are actually what the fuck is that?
What in the God's name?
What do we want?
It's the Nasty Boys, but they're dressed up for
That's
Halloween.
Not both of the Nasty Boys.
That other guy there.
One is Hugh Morris, and that's
Hugh Morris, I think.
Yep.
And Jimmy Hart. What in the hell are you wearing?
It's the family. Well, I don't know why.
Was during...
That's the worst Halloween costume I think I've ever seen since Havoc 93, when Jesse the Body Ventura called himself Bourbon Street's #1 gynecologist.
What?
Did Brian Knobbs get hurt in a match with Harlem Heat?
What the?
Jerry Sags. Sorry, Jerry Sags. I mean,
I'm not sure why Jerry Sags isn't here.
It's possible he might have been fired by this point.
Well, I know Rey Mysterio was injured, and that's why.
Oh, I didn't know Jerry Sags got fired from WCW.
Now, the Filthy Animals consisted, I think, of Conan, Billy Kidman, and Rey Mysterio, right?
Yes.
They introduced this as a match to crown new WCW World Tag Team Champions, but as we'll see here in a second, once we get past the introduction of Stevie Ray and Steve Urkel that make up Harlem Heat.
And that really cool set, yeah.
Billy Kidman and Conan, I had a block for a second, come out with the World Tag Team titles. I don't understand why Russo didn't make the decision to use some kind of variation of the Freebird rule here, because they were all part of the same team.
Okay.
But Ray was hurt.
It wasn't Russo's decision. We'll get into that when we get to my segment.
Which is so Brandy, remind me, you're doing your segment during Rick Steiner versus Voldemort, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Hey, this is actually a perfect time to throw one of these in there because no one's given a goddamn about this match. We actually have a Twitter question for you, Swoggle.
This will be good.
Twitter question, so brace yourself for this one. We have Michael McClanahan asked, was Swoggle more of a DX fan or NWO fan in the late 90s? How did Swoggle enjoy working with DX during his WWE run? I guess that's 2 questions. Thanks, Michael.
I had to watch that finish. I was wondering who that was. I thought it was Norman Smiley, and then I was like, oh no, that's Maskless Ray.
Yes.
That was one of Bischoff's worst ideas.
I was more of a DX fan because they had pyro.
Mm.
If there's anything that you should know about Dylan Postel, he loves pyro. Loves pyro.
You said it wrong. It's Post-it notes.
Oh Jesus! Are you trying to get him to never want to come back here again?
Frank, you're doing real good at hosting tonight.
Thank you. I know.
Isn't
you
he
and
also
Pyro? Look at that pyro!
I would love to see if he still has those videotapes. Go ahead.
I really liked. So I was, my dad got me a Wolfpack NWO shirt, and I was so happy because everyone had the black and white, and I was like, yeah, I'm different now. So I had the JCPenney DX shirt and the Wolfpack NWO shirt, and I was different because my shirt didn't say "suck it," so I didn't have to put a black stitching over it because it was middle school.
Oh my God, you had to do that too.
100%. Our whole school had to, and same as the middle fingers, you couldn't wear that Austin shirt.
Oh boy.
And I believe we couldn't wear the Blood of a Stone T-shirt either, the red one. But I was in the clear with my JCPenney DX shirt and my Wolfpack NWO shirt. So to answer your question, I was a DX fan because they had pyro. Why are trash cans? I'm very confused.
Oh,
here.
these are apparently street fight rules. Falls count anywhere. I have subtitles on.
Which explains the second official at ringside.
Oh God, it's Slick Johnson. I'm sorry to every single person in this match.
What is a Slick Johnson?
He's a referee and not
Why
a.
do you hate Slick Johnson?
Apparently, during
is there a backstory here, Brandon?
On AEW this past week on Wednesday, Slick Johnson was the referee for a tag team match, and apparently he wasn't doing a very good job of keeping order and making sure other teammates are staying out. And
I mean, like most tag matches there.
Yep.
Yes, but other referees have more authority, like Aubrey and Bryce, try and keep that a little more under control.
Why?
Hey, quick question, because no one seems to have a good answer for this. I don't think anyone ever will. How the hell did Billy Kidman tap Tori Wilson?
How did David Flair get and then lose Stacy Keibler?
Hey, we don't even talk about that one, okay?
Let's just say, look, even though they're not together anymore, they all got to see them naked. So, and be in their presence.
We all saw Tori Wilson every week in Gorilla, I would say to Kidman, how did you fuck that up?
Yep. And we've all seen Tori Wilson naked like multiple times. You have Playboy? We said you got Playboy.
Naked.
I would never. I'm a gentleman.
That Playboy. We sent it to your mom. Oh, sorry. So your mom had that Playboy.
My mom doesn't have that Playboy. Oh, she does.
Yeah. You sent your mom that
Playboy. If Conan doesn't do the rolling clothesline in this match, he should never be booked again. He has 2 things: the rolling clothesline and the stupid submission hold that no one knows how to do.
Oh, the tequila.
Wait a minute. If this is street fight rules, why is a referee breaking up the pin for a rope break?
Jimmy Hart just roll it, slide in.
What? Jimmy.
Somehow looking older than he is now.
Oh, he looks the same, I think.
He looks pretty much the same. His hair's a little thinner on top, but
that man never ages.
This is gonna be good here.
Oh, he got the jacket.
Oh, wow. Don't pop the pumpkin now. Don't pop the pumpkin.
Frank would not be disappointed if they popped the pumpkin. Don't let him lie to you,
you are killing me. I did not say I didn't like the set. I don't.
Frank would be like, "Oh, you see that cheap set?"
Oh
man, Spirit Halloween was big back then.
Oh shit. Now
I liked all the tombstones because they put former wrestlers' names on there and stuff. It was funny.
Was the Marty one from Marty Jannetty?
I would hope so.
Where's the?
If it was Arn Anderson, he'd probably be getting his Glock out trying to figure out who did that shit.
Just guys whose career is dead.
Oh God. Yeah. By the way, I totally missed that episode of what the fuck? Oh,
Dynamite.
That is so gimmick.
Episode.
Hey, you knock it off, Frank.
But did you see it? You can see that it was like.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want a real a stone thing?
No, I don't want it to be real. I just don't. I want it to be an illusion.
Not as obviously gimmicked.
See that?
Well, then I have good news for you, Frank, because it's about to get far worse.
Look, I was never in the business. I was never in the business.
But Frank had no issue when he got kicked through the boxes there.
No, that was.
And the box that said cinema services.
Like, look at those.
There's
boxes.
There's 36 Clarion boxes holding nothing, and Frank's just like, oh, it makes sense.
Look, I was never in the business, and I never took bumps, so I can't. I'm just saying,
Oh, so
if you'd like, we could put you through a table.
You're shitting on the gimmick tombstones, but
I'm
not
saying
Brian Knobs hitting them.
No, that's
Brian
stupid
Knobs
too. It's stupid.
hitting him with the water cooler from The Office earlier that day.
No, wait a minute. That would hurt. Have you felt one of those things? That would hurt. You hit it with the right spot. That would hurt. I just have no argument anyway.
I can't believe
it's gonna be good.
My
Yes,
memory
I
is
hope this
blocked
doesn't
match
break.
out, and
Please don't break. Ah, damn it.
It's the Yeti. We found him.
What? Oh Jesus!
What the fuck?
Tony Schiavone saying he hit him with the mummy. Harlem Heat
That's
won.
the finish.
Harlem
Harlem
Heat
Heat
won.
won.
They hit the Harlem Heat won because they went for the pinfall first.
That's the finish for real.
Because Phill
No,
can't
yes.
count anywhere.
That no one saw.
Nope.
See, that's so. Oh boy.
Wait, there was just another finish in the ring though.
What?
They didn't
Is it
go
all
for
work,
the
bro?
pinfall here,
Phil
did they?
Jackson goatee here counted the first fall. Who am I kidding? This
And he's
ref
walking
has
back to the ring.
amazing-
I got
that's Mike
winners right
Posey.
here.
I'm very confused.
Is it elimination?
Okay, so apparently Mike Posey did count the fall in the ring, and we also have Slick Johnson, who also counted the fall in the back.
God damn, that's Slick Johnson.
You
now-
fuckers have IVFs. What the hell? Like, why are you not talking to each other?
IVF, isn't that in vitro fertilization?
Bro,
That's
it's
the
Whatever
that's
they
the
call
poop-
the thingies.
That's the poop disorder.
No, that's IBS.
Ah.
Oh no.
That could accurately describe this pay-per-view so far, though.
Jesus Christ.
I'm very confused. I just don't understand
That's
why
why.
they would do that. Why would you not want the crowd to see the fall?
By the way, and no one saw it. Not even on a screen.
No, because they didn't have a screen here.
Look,
Sure they did.
Everyone's on their.
They did?
No, 100% by the entrance they did. I would think. I think.
Okay, camera, go back that way. I want to see if Dylan's right.
That is one hell of a scar.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's
you
happened to
obviously
that
saw it, I
scar is it's called a keloid, and that's where it's raised like that. And that happens when there's been a lot of trauma to the skin, and it just creates extra tissue and gets all bubbled up like that.
Yeah, that always bothered me.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner.
Those keloid injuries. Yep, that's always bothered me.
We can't agree on who won the match, but we should probably get a gurney out here for Conan.
Probably. Sorry, I watch a lot of like Dr. Pimple Popper and a lot
Oh,
of
that
those-
show disgusts
Oh,
me.
God, no.
Disgusts me.
No.
Oh, Conan has his name on his back in case he forgets. That's nice.
I would have thought it would have been Max Moon. All right, guys.
Can we get a shot of the stage, please?
I just
Yeah,
see a pumpkin.
you can
Oh, they
kinda
do have a
see it.
screen.
They
They
have-
do have a
yeah.
screen.
I can't tell if it's just,
And
if
it
it
says
shows anything else.
WCW
though.
Halloween Havoc.
It just says the logo, so I don't know if they see anything, but there is a screen.
Henry, you
Okay.
have a mission. Find someone that was actually at this pay-per-view and ask them.
Do you think the
wouldn't
Oh,
the
there's
MGM Grand
Tori
have a
Wilson
scoreboard?
roll tide on that.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And Rey Mysterio in suspenders.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
didn't
never-
understand suspenders.
You never
did it,
hate
hop
I
the
didn't
on
guard
understand the overalls.
That was the
maskless
filthy
or
animals
mask.
look.
You never hate on Rey Mysterio.
No.
I love Ray. Yeah.
See,
Look at
it's the Yeti. Boom.
I just love
His
that
mommy
Tony
helped
Schiavone. Tony Schiavone just, you went all mummified on him.
So stupid.
Oh,
What a hell. That's one hell of a finish.
no, it wasn't.
Love that.
All right, guys, we got to move to we're gonna move to 1 hour, 9
Okay.
minutes, 36 seconds. We're gonna watch Rick Steiner against Chris Benoit for the WCW World Television Championship. So let's get there.
Oh, we're skipping. I just like I'm looking through my thing, and Ric Flair at one point makes out with Tori Wilson during it looks like Perry Saturn versus Eddie Guerrero match.
Well, the time code that Frank just gave us doesn't start the match. It leads to a Flair promo where they explain all of that in only the way that Ric Flair can.
Oh yeah,
And-
we can listen to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the time?
1
1
hour,
hour.
9:36. 1 hour, 9 minutes, 36 seconds.
I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
fucked
give
it
me-
up.
yeah. And before that was the repackage of Alex Wright known as Berlin.
Berlin.
I'm
And
at
guess what
one-
his second was called?
Yep.
The
And hold
Wall.
on. 36. Are we going?
All right. Yeah. So I'll let you. So here we go. Hang on a sec. So we'll go in 3. Oh shit! Wrong mouse. 3,
Jesus Christ, Frank.
2, 1. Play.
How many mice do you have on your desk?
Earlier tonight, you still have the crowbar in hand. You appear to be a man possessed.
Mike, today, last Monday night, Ric Flair walked that aisle in Philadelphia. Woo! Look at it. Only I can look. The way I've looked for 27 years. The man, the 14-time, world heavyweight champion, the dirtiest player in the game. Kidman, you and the filthy animals, you walked out last Monday night thinking you were on, thinking you were ready to play in the big time. Tonight, I walked back right here in Las Vegas. I took back my Rolex, and I took back my legacy. You guys don't like it, I'll be here all night long. I'll be in Phoenix tomorrow. Come find me. I'm Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Forever.
We just saw Eddie Guerrero on the phone talking to Rey Mysterio and Conan. Obviously, in the minds of the filthy animals, there's still unfinished business with you, but at the same time, you have the big strap match with DDP.
I got a big strap match for DDP. Filthy animals, know this. You don't get to be what I've been in this business or get to be where I've been or who I am by not being ready for anybody at any time. Bring it on, boys. Woo! Like I said, diamonds are forever. So is the Nature Boy. And as far as Paige goes, Paige, tonight, it's a strap match. 2 men strapped to each other. 2 of the very best this sport has to offer. Strapped to each other. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Let me tell you something else. Let me tell you
They're
something.
strapped to each other, guys.
Paige. Last Monday night, when I got through spanking your wife, she looked
my.
Nature Boy in the eyes. She went, Nature Boy, woo, Nature Boy, woo, Nature Boy. I've never been spanked like that. You were right.
Oh my God.
I should have gotten that spanking, woo, from my daddy a long time ago. Paige, that hurts. Kimberly went, woo, Nature Boy, woo.
Oh my God.
Space Boy. She said that. I heard her, Paige. And tonight, brother, Tori tasted just a little bit of what the Nature Boy's all about. Mike, Tori did mention, woo! She went, woo! Nature Boy! So, Paige, when I'm done with him tonight, Mike, I'm going to give Kimberly, woo, 2 times! Woo, 2 times! Woo, 2 times! The Nature Boy, one more time! Woo! Woo!
Holy shit.
So real quick, you guys can hear that music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little story for you on this music, and I don't think anybody. When Chris Benoit first was in WCW, he had this music, and again, before I was 16 years old when I discovered this, but I had finished watching an adult film, and the end credits of the adult film had that music in it.
Oh my God.
So Chris Benoit has porn music. I'm just saying.
Was
Okay.
Chris Benoit in that porno?
I don't believe so. It was an all lady film, so he was not.
Jesus Christ! What? Why did everyone get quiet?
Because I just killed the room. Sorry. Because
I love that you said killed the room and Benoit's there.
Oh God!
I'm glad you went there.
Wow.
Our friend Mark Nelson would love that joke.
Shit.
Oh
wow.
Okay, I want his bow tie and cummerbund.
Oh man.
I'm sure Dave Penzer still has it. You can ask him for it.
Has he done any ad-free show things? Because I've been
Dave Penzer, yeah, he uploads
that gargoyle.
Wait, it blows smoke.
They have new ones and old ones that they go up.
Frank,
I believe they're part of
Swoggle, what do you think of
Frank?
Braun Breaker?
What I do?
The little foam tombstones in your front yard spew smoke? Nope. This gargoyle does.
Do you think? Well, maybe you probably don't know, but do you think WWE still has that?
100%.
In that, have you ever been to that warehouse they have?
No, it's like that in Japan are like my dreams.
Oh my god, I would love like an hour in that warehouse, just an hour.
Yeah.
Just to hold all the old belts that they might have in there or something like.
I don't care about that. I want random stuff.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to see this. Like
yes.
You'd like to see Rick Steiner with the funny dyed Fu Manchu beard that Hulk Hogan has, wearing a do-rag.
I did
and
love
a dog
this
collar.
Rick Steiner.
Have you seen any of Braun Breaker, Steiner's son in NXT?
Any what?
Braun Breaker. It's Rick Steiner's son in NXT.
No.
It's stupid. He changed his name to Braun fucking Breaker.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's Breaker with 2 Ks.
Yep.
And no A, right?
So Swoggle, are you more into AEW right now, or do you watch both? What do you think?
Everything. For real, like legitimately everything.
I'm still having a hard time. I thought it would end after, because I had a hard time watching wrestling during the pandemic with no crowd. Like really had a hard time. Like I didn't watch for a couple of months, and then AEW started bringing fans back in, like at a minimum capacity. So, I still have a hard time watching Raw. I still think it's a little bit too dry for me. SmackDown's really good, but
I think they're both interesting if you take it for what it is.
Well, right.
Excuse me.
Whatever.
I
will say
from a previous show right now,
what?
right here, while everyone's in this room. Henry, Swoggle. Last time the two of you were here, we had a nice little discussion about CM Punk. And Swoggle, if you remember, Henry died on the hill that CM Punk was never coming back to wrestling and disputed your notion that he was going to return at Rampage in Chicago.
I said that Henry disputed me, correct?
Yes.
So is this where, because one of you guys has the volume very loud on their Peacock, and that's completely okay, but I need to turn down a little bit so I can hear Henry very blatantly say, Dylan, you were correct.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Henry, what were you saying, bud?
I don't know that I can give you that. I was prepared to die on that hill because I believe genuinely then, as I do right now, that when it comes to some things in wrestling, I choose not to believe it until I can see it with my own 2 eyes. I'll admit that I was wrong, but I really didn't think.
No. Real quick, Henry. Dylan, you were right. Henry? Henry, was I wrong? Just a yes or no. Just a yes or no question, bud.
No, sir, you were not.
Okay, so the answer would be, Dylan, you were
right.
Now, Henry, I don't understand why you're having a hard time doing that. You were there to witness his return to the ring. Why are you having a hard time saying it?
Hey, it's probably like in his mind, it's a Kanye hologram, you know.
We were all out. Everyone in this room was.
I had video. It was not a hologram at all.
Henry, so this is. I mean, all you gotta say, bud, is Dylan, you are right. Map it out, bud. It happened in Chicago. Allstate Arena or United Center, wherever it was.
You were right and I was wrong.
Is it time for Tell Me Brandy?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Before we get to that, though, I do have something I want to say to Frank.
What?
Because you're wearing that ridiculous-looking jersey. Last week, your team lost to the New York Jets. And if they lose to that bad of a team again, they should be demoted back to the Canadian Football League. And we should replace them with a team from the CFL.
Brother, in 8 days, when Buffalo touches down in Nashville, Tennessee, I will tell you this right now. I will, if the Titans lose to the Bills, I will bow down. But if they don't, motherfucker, you will never hear the end of it.
Hey, you're never going to hear the fact that you lost your first game of the year to the fucking New York Jets.
So Frank,
it was our second game. Go ahead.
Frank, you will say that Henry was correct, so much so that Henry should say that Dylan Pasta was correct at one point.
He should. He absolutely should. He should bow down.
No. I don't need a bow.
He should just.
Are you sure? Because I'll give you a bow if you really want one.
I don't need that. I am no king. I mean, just some people have an inkling. Brandy, tell us, Brandy.
All right, let's go. Let's do Tell Me Brandy. Ready? Hold on. We got to get the. Here it is.
That's right. It's time for me to tell you what exactly is going on in the world as we go back in time to Halloween Havoc 1999. And since I've been teasing it all show that Phill was wrong and Frank was wrong with the dates, Vince Russo officially signed with WCW on October 3rd, and he did not officially start until October 11th. And even though he is here for this show and he had some input into the finishes and the segments, he didn't put this thing together. His changes don't take place until the following night on Nitro. That would be the official kickoff to the Vince Russo era. But clearly he had some input with all of the Gaga and the fucking mummy and all sort of nonsense. We also had a couple of sad notes at this time. Draws was injured in the ring during the October 5th SmackDown taping, where he is still paralyzed to this day, sadly. And Gorilla Monsoon would pass away on October 6th. And I thought it was really cool to go back and read through his career. Dave Meltzer doesn't do a lot of things right, but when he writes up these in memoriam pieces and retells the history, he does a good job with that. Also kind of interesting to note, going on around this time, we just talked about FMW on Dark Side of the Ring. And on November 23rd of 1999, they would be having their 10th anniversary show. And Shawn Michaels was on hand, where he would referee the match between H, who was the original Hayabusa, taking on the fake or imposter Hayabusa. And this show also included names such as Dory and Terry Funk, the first time they teamed together in a very long time, as well as ECW talents Raven and Tommy Dreamer. So that's kind of everything. Oh my, that looked like a botch. Look good. That didn't look good. That looked like he hurt himself.
So does anybody have any info on Fuck Daddy Dave Meltzer have on this show, Star Rings, any of that bullshit?
If I were to say, I would say it's a 2.6.
2.6?
I'd love to know what he thinks the best match on the show is.
Can you pick one?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's either going to be Eddie and Saturn or this one.
I'm going to say Eddie and Saturn. What's the main of this?
Goldberg and Sting.
Eddie and Saturn.
Go ahead.
Eddie and Saturn for sure.
You know, I don't know why I'm even asking about Dave Meltzer's opinion, because when it comes to Dave Meltzer,
Jesus, okay.
I'm so glad I didn't realize you put that in there. That's awesome.
To answer your question, to answer the question on the floor, the main event of this pay-per-view is a title for title match that isn't announced for the World Heavyweight title between Goldberg and Sting. And I think it's one of the matches that we're not getting to see either. I think it's also Guerrero and Perry Saturn.
Oh, see, I didn't realize that. See, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that looked awful, and not in a bad way, but in a bad way. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Sometimes.
If you don't like me, bite me. I forgot that was this era.
Oh my lord.
What was the whole catchphrase?
All right, so the best match was Eddie Guerrero versus Perry Saturn with 26 votes.
Okay.
Followed by Bill Goldberg versus Sid Vicious with 19 votes. And then Ric Flair versus Diamond Dallas Page with 14 votes. The worst match was Berlin versus Brad Armstrong with 27 votes. And the second worst match was Hulk Hogan versus Sting. Now, overall, this show would receive 41 thumbs up, or 38.7%, 50 thumbs down, 47.2%, and 15 thumbs in the middle. So
there shouldn't be thumbs in the middle. That's stupid.
I agree.
I have to throw a flag there because I watched that match between Hulk Hogan and Sting. It's not a match. I don't know how you can call that a match. I don't know how that's on this list.
To answer your question earlier, Swoggle, it's if you want some, come get some.
Thank you.
If you don't like me, bite me.
I'm glad you remembered because I certainly didn't. I don't remember it. So just to put context to what you were just saying, so and I don't know if anyone's covered this show yet on the AFS side, but Hogan comes in his just street clothes, says something to Sting in his ear, and then lays down for the count. And I'm
wait
assuming,
again.
Well, this is before all this shit that happened in the summer of 2000. So that happens here. It was supposed to be Sting versus Hogan for the WCW Championship. So when I was previewing this show, they play Hogan's music for like 3 minutes and they pan the crowd, and then he never comes out, and then Sting comes out, and then they do Hogan's music again, and it's like another minute. Then he comes out. He walks up to Sting, whispers something in his ear, and then lays on the ground, and Sting covers him for 3 count. So the match is literally 3 seconds long. That's the match count I have on my sheet. It was stupid, and I think that's what leads to Goldberg and Sting later on in the night.
And honestly, that was the reason why I excluded it from my sheet when I did my own watch back to build the format. There were other things on the card that I felt fit better than.
That looked.
I love this.
Painful.
That ref bump a second ago looked incredibly painful too. I don't know when
Just
you go to hit somebody with the
slaps
backside of the forearm how exactly that's done to control it. But it looked like the referee actually took it hard a couple minutes ago there.
So since we're not going to watch the match, who wants to guess about what was whispered in the ear? That's hard to watch knowing now what I know.
It's not. I love it.
Ooh.
I told Vince Russo that didn't work for me, brother, so I'm just going to lay down. You give me the 3 count, and I get the hell out of here. Work for you?
I think Dean Malenko and the Radicals always wore those tight Hot Topic shirts.
Yes, he did.
Double cross.
We were just talking about PWI. It was 97? Yeah, 97. Number 1 PWI, Dean Malenko. Very controversial to this day. People still
number 1 in the PWI.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number one
in the PWI 500 for 97 was Dean Malenko.
I don't know about that, kids.
Yeah, that's
I don't know about that.
To this day, people are like Dean Malenko, but according to all of their criteria they go off of, Dean Malenko was the guy. Everyone was shocked.
I always called him Stinko Malenko as a kid.
Stinko Malenko. Everyone called him Stinko Malenko.
So I just always.
Unless you're Chris Jericho, you call him Deanie the Weenie.
Or you're Tony Schiavone and you call him that motherfucker, Dean Malenko.
All right, guys. On that note, I don't know why this double cross happened, but we're gonna move over to. We're gonna watch that Cologne segment.
You don't know why the double cross happened? Think about who just got hired on, bro.
I get it, bro, but I don't know why in storyline all right.
Oh, I just found the Cologne segment.
So all right, we're gonna go to the Cologne segment. It starts at 1 hour 43 minutes 4 seconds, and it's only like 3 minutes long, but it adds some comedic value, and it's definitely
1 hour 43 minutes and what?
4 seconds.
4 seconds.
I can't wait for this.
I am right there.
All right, so I'm gonna track it. Hold on a sec. Shit. Okay. No, well, oh god. See, I can't operate this. I have too many computers and monitors going. All right.
Are you trying to flex on us right now, Carl, with your computers and monitors?
No, I've got a work computer, 2 dual monitors, and then this one. It's just.
Did no one even catch the fact that I called him Carl?
Yeah, don't call me Carl.
I did, Henry, and that was kind of a dick move.
Yep.
I wasn't drunk all of AFS weekend and didn't flush the toilet when I took a dump. So anyway, so we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, play.
This already looks exciting.
Say this intensity is picked up would be an understatement here. Say no more. Goldberg and Sid. If you think what you see is wild, just wait. It's all coming out tonight. Now that's the bikini. That is the bikini. And that is, as you know, fans, I don't have to say it, it's Russo. A little treat for you here, as she has in her right hand, I understand, a bottle of the brand new WCW Nitro Cologne. You ever smell that cologne? Yes, I have. Boy, that's stinky. And it's horrible.
You're trying to sell cologne, but it stinks.
That stuff is brutal. It smells like a rest stop on the highway. You know that? Yeah, it smells kind of like liquid kitty litter. And she's going to come out here and bottle the cologne for us. Wow, I be careful. There'll be some cats falling around here.
You know what made me choose this, Frank, when I found it?
Tell me.
When I watched this, I had to watch it a second time because I couldn't believe what I saw.
Oh, just one more time? You didn't watch it more than once?
I watched this part more than once.
Good.
Boy.
At least the back half of it. And I'm going to drop out and finish my thought here in just a second. I'm going to wait and let this play out.
You need a minute, Henry?
So,
You'll see, Phill.
What do you think about our new Nitro Cologne? Nice, shapely bottle. Beautiful blue color matches my big, beautiful blue eyes.
Yes, they are beautiful. Yes.
What do you think, this is a pun? Do you think I enjoy coming out here in my teeny weeny bikini and modeling this?
But you do what you're told. You have to.
Well, you can just tell those 2 higher echelons from New York, you know, the superpowers.
The powers, yeah.
That I think it's just absolutely bullshit.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't get it.
That was just a Vince Russo, Ed Ferrara special, all rolled into one.
Oh, and also, they're still shitting on the cologne.
Yeah, which you're trying to sell, right? So it's like, so we're gonna real quick, guys. We're gonna push to an hour 54.
Wait just a second, Frank.
Well, let's go to hour 54, and then let you finish your thought. Hour 54.
The thing that sells this for me is right here at the end, where Tony Schiavone just kind of looks at the camera, smiles like an idiot, and says, "I love my job."
Well, we know that wasn't true. We know that now. So let's everyone go to an hour 54 even, and we're gonna finish the show with the final 3 matches.
Hour 54 even.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
That bit to me screamed Antonio.
What? Like
It did.
Why? Why would they do that?
Antonio's a little distracted by the
Oh yeah, she did something a couple times, and even I saw him shake.
yeah.
So is everybody good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
Almost.
3. All right. Tell me when you're ready, Henry. You good, Phil?
I'm ready.
Okay. Pressure's on you, brother, Henry.
No.
All right, go ahead and go.
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. So we are on. This is going to be Goldberg and Sid Vicious for the.
Which somehow
United
is on the best match list. How?
I don't even understand how
It
that
wasn't softball season. Maybe Sid actually tried.
The words Goldberg, Sid Vicious, and best match do not belong in the same book, let alone the same sentence.
What? Sorry. If you had to, well, because I had water in my mouth. If you had to pick a best Goldberg match, what would it be?
The best Goldberg match would be the one with DDP.
Him and DDP for sure, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. I would have thought Brett could have pulled it out of him, but instead Brett got his head kicked in.
Yeah,
So-
instead Brett, got his head kicked and then had to retire. And
See, I'm kind of at a toss-up
What is this
for
Sid
me.
music? Is this real?
Let me see. Let me hear it.
Pull it up. Yeah, that's Sid's actual music.
No,
Really?
it's not. No,
Yep.
it's not. No, it's not.
It's way too upbeat.
No, it's
Why
not.
is he bleeding?
That's my question.
I don't
What
think
the
he's
fuck?
bleeding. I
Why is he
think he's melting.
Why is he bleeding?
What the fuck?
What is going
Why
on?
is he bleeding?
No, he is bleeding.
Did he headbutt
Yes.
a locker? Did he do
Was
a
there a segment we missed?
There
Or something?
had to have been a backstage.
Yeah, this music. This is not his WCW.
I thought this was Harlem Heat's music.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
what is happening?
This
What
is
is
not
going
Sid's
on?
music.
I don't think there was a backstage.
It's all in his hair, like all
There
over the
had
back
to
of
have been
his
a
head.
backstage, guys.
I'm putting subtitles on because I need to understand what the hell's going on here.
Let
Goldberg
it
was
bleed.
even angry
Let it
now.
bleed.
Maybe he was supposed to bleed in the match and he got a little overzealous.
It looks like that I have the subtitles on. I think I may actually be ahead of you. Somebody's painted up like the Kiss Demon. Anyway, I think there was a fight backstage before the match started, which is why he's bleeding.
I would hope that's why he's bleeding.
Fucking the best entrance in wrestling history.
I thought that was Lance Archer.
Don't headbutt the door. Oh shit! They just
Yes.
spilled beer all over.
Let's go.
Swoggle, can I ask you a behind the scenes question? Would it be okay?
Go ahead.
Without you killing kayfabe, if that's still a thing.
4 seconds before Goldberg comes out.
Do they sometimes cut themselves ahead of time or no? Is it usually in the ring?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. I could have sworn during Beyond the Mat I saw that they did something to Foley ahead of time or something, but that was the only time I was ever like.
Not that I know of. No.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I think
No, the only time I heard of someone doing it ahead of time was before that match with Jerry Lawler and Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah,
and
well, that was an
Kerry
accident,
just scratching
right?
himself, and that was
Yeah.
an
Hey,
accident.
Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you track Goldberg for just a second?
Can I what?
Can you track this for just a second?
Yeah.
That's better than I thought that what you said. So.
Okay, never mind.
This is the best.
For a time in 1999, he used the theme from the Small Soldiers movie. They went back to the old Armageddon style music that he uses now.
The song was called "Crush 'Em" by Megadeth.
This song here that we're listening to, or the one from Small Soldiers?
It's Universal Soldier, not Small Soldiers.
Well, whatever.
And yes,
No, Small Soldiers was the action figure movie.
No. Universal Soldiers, the movie Goldberg was in, and that is where the song "Crush 'Em" came from. And that was the song he used
but
for
I'm telling Henry it's not whatever, because Small Soldiers is an incredible movie about action figures that come to life, much like Toy Story, but more adult.
I agree.
I agree with you. I think that's a fantastic movie, but Goldberg, like his lack of ability to wrestle, Goldberg also can't act.
More
Sir,
adult.
knock
That
off. Just
I mean,
stop.
personally, Santa Sleigh was Goldberg's best movie.
Look at that.
Wasn't that a Hulk Hogan film?
We're on the set again.
That set.
Oh my God! There's a sign, and the woman is holding a sign that says "Goldberg, I love you."
Yeah.
You didn't see the sign when the show opened that said "I choke my chicken"?
No.
They were painting it, and it said I couldn't see what it was. I choke my chicken to something, but
guys, you're missing this.
I'm not missing anything.
This is the coolest entrance of all time.
I will say.
Look at that.
Yeah. Well,
just
when
getting hit by sparklers.
When he breathes in the smoke, and then that part, I think,
just the coolest thing ever. While chewing bubblegum. You guys can't do this while chewing bubblegum.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Nope.
I wouldn't do that at all. Sparklers scare me, for Christ's sakes.
Remember when Frank said that set sucked?
I did not say it sucked. I said the ugly gargle.
What's happening?
Look out!
Drunk Scott Hall. Or usual Scott Hall.
What's the difference?
Looked like he was about to bend over Goldberg and make the letter H.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Fubu jersey Kevin Nash was one of my favorite Kevin Nashes.
Oh shit.
He was towards quad.
What's with the DX crotch chop?
Who is that? Was an ode to Sean and Hunter saying, "Hey brother,
we see you, brother.
We're with you." Who is Goldberg wrestling here?
He's supposed to be wrestling Sid Vicious, not these wackos.
Why is this happening?
And there comes Sid Vicious,
Hey,
who's somehow still bleeding.
You know what I love is Sid had the double axe handle thing up as he left the ring and just ran down the aisle.
Do we have an answer why Sid is bleeding?
No.
And why he's toe kicking Goldberg in the
And Doug
clavicle
Dillinger
so hard?
is just staying there like, come on, guys, go back in the ring.
He's still bleeding.
He's still bleeding.
Didn't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen that eventually listen to this on the audio version, Sid is bleeding, and none of us can figure out why. He
I
was
also
walking
see a
down the
fire
aisle bleeding.
extinguisher, like just beside the ring steps. What the fuck?
I've noticed that
we've
fire
gotten a
extinguishers
bell to
was the
even
first
start
match.
this match.
The first match.
So he just pulled the steps, so that's where the fire extinguisher is on the other side of where the steps were. Oh.
Sid just slapped those steps. He ain't taking those with his head because he's already bleeding. He doesn't need to.
Clearly not.
Jesus.
Oh my God, guys!
Oh Jesus!
Henry,
Get
you
the
picked this
camera
match,
away
and
from
if
that.
you did, I am proud of you. Come look at this.
This is I don't even.
Sid is just bleeding for no reason.
Why?
You don't know.
I don't know.
Now this would make sense as to why he's bleeding. He came out to the ring bleeding.
You're very lucky you missed this era in wrestling. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he tried doing the Bill.
Huh?
I wonder if he tried doing the Bill Goldberg.
Oh, now he's really bleeding.
See, that's what I said. I said, did you do the headbutt before?
So he did something
Glenn,
in the
what we're
back
thinking
ahead
is
of time.
What we're thinking is he might have cut himself before the match and like hit a door or something and just started, and he wasn't supposed to bleed till now. There's no reason he should have been bleeding in the entry.
I think he's trying to do the Goldberg thing where he just
Or headbutts the door.
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. Like you can see the cup.
It was bad before.
Yeah,
He's got ramen noodle hair. You're gonna see blood.
Ramen noodle hair.
Just really crappy palm.
How is this
too.
a good match? How did this get this?
Henry, I am so happy that you picked this match.
Fuck me.
I booked this match because I was going with a theme of championship matches. I didn't actually watch the last 3 matches.
And now
You didn't
realize
pick this one because it
why.
was such shit?
I picked this one because it was a title match. And I
thought you
honestly say,
literally picked this one for the entertainment value.
the fact that this is so goddamn entertaining is just a happy accident.
Oh, that makes me really
but
happy.
Meltzer says this is a great match, guys.
Guys,
Meltzer said it was good.
Sid,
15 people in the reader observer poll, so 15 people
Sid
called in and
bled
said it was good.
before he came to the ring.
Like somebody stabbed him in the head with a pair of scissors or something.
Now Goldberg's foot is under the bottom rope.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
referee
man.
can't see it.
Buddy of
Dumbass.
mine is a huge Sid fan.
But now the
and I
referee's
tell him to
standing
watch
up.
this
How
match.
do you not look over?
Who is a huge
Look at
Sid
his
fan?
eyes.
A good buddy of mine is a huge Sid fan.
Oh, so there is one in the world. There's
Yeah.
one.
I gotta be honest.
It's his number one.
I didn't hate him. I didn't think he was a wrestler.
I wouldn't put him on my Mount Rushmore of wrestling. However, I didn't hate Sid either.
Is your buddy Sid?
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say it because I can't think of any other fan.
This is Halloween Havoc 99?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
By the way, since this would be a good time to announce this, since we're all just in awe and shock of this whole thing. I don't know actually why this is a good time to announce it. It just came to mind. So when you were on a show last time, Swoggle, after the show ended, we were chatting a little bit, and you gave us an outstanding idea for a guest. And I can happily announce that on October 31st, All Ego Ethan Page will be on Top Guy Theater.
Oh, that makes me happy. I'm sure he knows nothing about this stuff because he doesn't know wrestling. What's he going to talk
I think
about?
we're watching one of his matches, so he better know because he was there.
Okay, so it's one of his okay.
We are watching one of his early matches with Johnny Gargano.
Oh,
on Halloween.
Okay, so
you said?
my question is this
October 31st.
long hair Johnny Gargano or short hair Johnny Gargano?
I believe it's short haired.
Okay.
And you guys are actually doing it on Halloween live?
Halloween. We will be
Son of a
recording.
gun.
Well, we're recording on Halloween. We're
Yep,
not-
October
won't be live.
31st.
I mean,
He said he's not doing anything that day.
I mean,
Swoggle, you have an invitation if you want to be.
yeah,
here
you might
for
have to
it.
text me during it, but do not tell him.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
keep it. I'll keep it quiet.
Why is Sid bleeding so goddamn?
We don't know. It's so
I
weird.
can't get over this.
It's like looking at a tomato.
Yeah,
That I
it's
put under my tire.
that's oh my god. This is pretty. Wow. This is pretty severe.
There's no way he can jackhammer Sid, right, guys?
Jackhammer the Big Show. Of course, he can jackhammer Sid.
It's got to be. Sid ain't taking that though. It's got to
Didn't
be.
he murder the Undertaker trying to jackhammer him? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Murder the Undertaker.
That's my favorite match that's supposed to be never talked about. That's like the Chris Benoit of wrestling matches that I love.
Jesus Christ.
That got Phill. That got a JC. That quote. Not
Well,
like murdering everyone in the room joke.
No, you have me thinking about the match. I think about that fucking Goldberg Undertaker match from Saudi Arabia, and I automatically Jesus Christ because it's
one
so
of my favorite. It's one
bad.
of my favorite things.
Oh my god!
Swoggle, were you still?
What is going on?
Were you still with them when they were going to Saudi Arabia, or were you done then?
I did the Greatest Royal Rumble. Was that in Saudi Arabia or is that in like Australia or something?
That was Saudi Arabia.
That was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Hey, guys,
I
do you
was.
remember, guys, do you remember the GIF I sent this morning?
I was probably asleep. I don't know.
I sent our little GIF in a group text with a picture of Swoggle running the ring, and it said, "Let's fucking go." That was from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. So my question is.
Oh yes, that is from the Greatest Royal Rumble. Yes, and that is Saudi Arabia.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I wasn't hired then. I wasn't under contract then. I was brought back for that because the Saudis wanted a midget match. They wanted Yokozuna and they wanted the Ultimate Warrior.
But by the time they went to Saudi Arabia, two of those three things were impossible because Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior were both dead.
That's why they brought the Baba Tumbe Baba
Booey, Howard Stern's penis, Baba Booey.
Yeah,
I love Howard Stern.
That's exactly why that happened.
And they have, I believe,
apparently Sid Vicious has now bled out the required amount, and we have now stopped the match. Goldberg is a U.S. champion.
Thank God.
What the actual fuck?
Okay, so here's what my sheet says: Goldberg defeated Sid Vicious by technical knockout. That's a TKO.
If you don't like me, bite me, bro.
They said ref stoppage. I wouldn't call that a technical knockout.
Yeah, because in a technical knockout, maybe. I don't know how that works in wrestling or boxing. But Sid looks like he still wants to fight.
He does, because he's an idiot.
I mean, because he was bleeding before the match just as much as now.
I
don't
remember. Go ahead, Frank.
No, I was gonna say Swoggle because I'll never go to Saudi Arabia in my life. Is it rough over there?
I was there for 8 hours. I traveled for 22 hours.
Wow.
So you just went there for the show and then you got
literally landed, ate breakfast with Kofi, went to the arena or the stadium, did the show, flew out that night at, I think it was like 11:30 that night.
It's a 22-hour flight.
If that's a gimmick fire extinguisher, they really ought to spray his face
There's
and clean him
no
up.
way, Henry, that fire extinguisher has been there the whole time. I'm thinking they had corner pyro maybe in the beginning that we missed.
Possible.
They did.
I mean,
They
there
did,
was
actually.
corner pyro at the beginning of the show. I do
Yeah.
remember.
And that's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking like they had that and something went a little long on the corner pyro. This is
Oh, they finally got him a fucking towel.
Henry, the fact that you didn't pick this match for entertainment value means so much to me about WCW.
Thank
He just
you.
saw
'Cause, like, the
championship
referee's
match.
just holding the
I legit
fucking
saw a championship
towel.
match. I didn't want to cut out the Flair DDP strap match. And I'm like, we'll just keep going from here. I did not watch this match. I watched the Hogan Sting match, if you could call it that, and decided after I watched that.
Flair
not
and
to
DDP
include
is
it.
next?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey guys, I actually I kind of just glanced over on her Twitter here, and we got a last minute question in here. Let me go and throw this up for you
Let's
here.
hit it.
So at Dylan Postle wants to know, Frank, why the fuck do you hate this set?
Yeah. I don't hate it. I said the gargoyle was ugly. That's what I said.
I remember once. I feel like if it's on Peacock, we should do a show on it someday. Wasn't it AWA Super Clash 3, that unification match for the WCCW and the AWA World Titles? Jerry Lawler and Kerry Von Erich, where he cut himself before the match started, and they got like 5 minutes in.
We watched
Henry,
it
we
after
literally
we
just
watched
talked
Super
about that
Clash
before this
2.
match started.
We did that as a bonus. We
I think-
watched it.
I
'Cause
think
we had
Henry's
Tom
mapping his
Barnett.
next show. That's what I
Henry,
think.
we literally just talked about that when Sid was on the way to the ring, bud.
Yes, but we did watch that show. We watched it as a group, not as part of a episode, but we watched
Henry,
it
are
together.
you drinking the WCW cologne over there?
I know, I'm drinking
And
a rather
I'm just
nasty cup
getting
of
like
coffee to cure a
flashbacks
stomach
of
ache.
like Swastika Man and Colonel De Beers and
Oh, God,
What year would that have been from? Because I know nothing about it.
1980.
No,
something.
88, I think, right?
6?
No, maybe.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. That would be better than us guessing.
Yeah, because none of us have a fucking clue.
Look at Big Cass in the background.
Yes.
You soft, you sloppy.
Big Cass just sitting second row.
See, do you ever think him and Enzo will get a second chance? Everybody else does. Why
Yeah,
can't
man,
they?
I'll win a slam dunk contest too.
Oh my God.
What is
Well,
going on here?
honestly, Cass
Is he
in
a
his role
DDP?
as
Is she about to go
W.
ride Space Mountain?
Impact has been
bet
doing
she
very
is.
well.
DDP isn't still married to her, is she? Is he?
No.
No.
He's not.
He
They're
has
still
been.
friends, though.
They got divorced. He married this other lady, and they've been divorced. And he's on to engagement number 3.
Oh shit, he's one more than me. Oh my God.
Yes.
Does Kimberly Page do any appearances ever, like WrestleCade or anything?
Not really. I think
Nope.
she's in real estate or something now. They're still business partners, though. 'Cause I guess they're still really good friends, and they have a daughter. But the best part about Kimberly, well, obviously, besides how well she looks, is her last name. Her maiden name is Bacon.
I really
Well,
did not
what
expect
is-
Ric Flair to come out of that bathroom.
I didn't either.
What's funny is about this. This is actually a segment. Someone just left a camera in there.
Wait a minute, Henry.
Huh?
That's Ric Flair.
Henry, are you on some? Did you take an Ambien and fight through it or something? What's going on?
I'm fine.
Henry,
Wait,
Why is Sting coming back out?
Okay, what's happening here,
I don't know what's happening.
guys? I think do we want to push forward to the DDP match? I don't want to take up too much time here.
I mean, what is Sting
happening?
doing? Do we know
I
what
wouldn't know
Sting's
what
here?
Sting's doing.
I think this is to set up the main event between him and Goldberg.
Okay, I'm good
All
with
right.
this then.
Let's track it.
What is this about? Exactly. What is this about?
Charles Robinson's like, "What are you doing out here? This isn't your turn."
Look how skinny Sting is.
And actually, since you mentioned it, I've been working on myself, and I started in June, and I've lost 40 pounds now.
It's amazing.
So,
That's incredible.
yeah. I don't remember the last time I was at the weight I am now. It's been years.
So what I'm saying is,
I don't think I'll ever be that
anybody, and I mean anybody, back in the dressing room area right now that can hear what the Stinger is saying, I'm saying I came to Vegas for a fight. So later tonight, I'm going to come right back here in the middle of the ring, waiting for somebody, anybody, to show up here for a fight. Because it's showtime, folks.
Raise your hand if you remember when Sting had Metallica entrance music.
The what?
Sting had Seek and Destroy for his entrance music for about 4 months around this time.
Yeah, I had no idea.
If it wasn't in the first hour of WCW, I didn't watch it.
You switched over to Raw?
Oh, yeah. Always.
At this point, I was pretty much mostly on Raw. I mean, a year ago, I was hitting the back and forth button, the jump button. But at this point, I was just glancing at WCW and staying on Raw.
I used to do the replay. So they would at least on the East Coast, they would replay it. And so I would tape the replay and watch Raw live.
Yeah, I would usually watch one and tape the other. So.
See, here's what sucks about the network and the cock and everything. The fact that we don't get the actual DDP music.
No.
The self high five with the Nirvana theme. Come on. Come the fuck on. I get it, but come the fuck on. I want to hear the old stuff.
I mean, if Tony Khan will
like
pony up the cash to license music like Jungle Boys and fucking
Ruby Soho's
John Moxley's and Ruby Soho's.
Yeah, Moxley's.
Why can't you pony up the cash and license that music?
It's a matter of money, honestly.
I think it's cold outside.
Kind of like.
Do you think WWE is lacking in money?
Oh no. But I mean, there are certain songs where people like think about back to the Boneyard match, or pretty much any Triple H match in WrestleMania. Yep. Half the time he'll have some sort of Metallica music. It'll be one time and one time only. Every replay after that will be generic shit.
That's not true, because when Triple H used the music from Motorhead, he was friends with Lemmy. They probably gave him like preferential treatment.
Yeah, but he's talking about the Metallica, like the video package thing.
Yep. And there was also here's on the
when the Hell in a Cell had the Hell in a Cell like Motorhead music. There's an issue there.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful looking robe.
When Triple H had his first match against The Undertaker, or second match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania, he came out and he was surrounded by the guards and everything. They were playing For Whom the Bell Tolls. And you replay after that, they're not playing that.
Are you talking about 27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I remember when they had For Whom the Bell Tolls.
27 was by far my most unfavorite WrestleMania, so I don't ever go back and watch it.
During the Boneyard match, when Undertaker was driving his motorcycle down to meet AJ Styles, I can't remember the song they were playing, but it was also Metallica, and you won't hear any replay. So
I remember the article about that Metallica song.
Yeah, so it all depends on the band. I mean, you're not going to get a Metallica song permanent licensing for fucking cheap. You're just
is it on the DVDs?
No, you gotta pay for all full rights.
Ruby Soho, she's friends with the band, so that's how that one works. It's all circumstantial.
I mean, look at Pyro. I bring it up again, but when Vince didn't want Pyro, he wanted to cut that cost because no one cares about that. It's things like that he thinks no one cares about. So it's music rights for music videos on DVDs. He's not going to care about it all.
Right.
Well, to me, then he doesn't know his fans, because I quite frankly, that's huge for me.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, come on. At some point, he did. I mean, what I grew up with, my childhood, he clearly knew how to catch my attention, but he's completely
lost me at
this
there's
point.
Also back then there was no worries about costs. I get it. I fully get it, and what cost what cost measures he wants to cut in this, but some are just like, you can't do that.
Well, it's like when you're talking about the pyro, right? Like one of the things for me when I used to go to Monday Night Raws was that friggin' opening blast. That was like that was something I waited for, or like to this day. Like if I know Big Show was with AEW, but when you hear, well, it's the Big Show, I expect the pyro to hit.
Yeah, but I mean, think about pandemic time and a little before that. You just kind of got used to pyro not being there for a while. It sucked when it first went away, but then when it was on Mania or SummerSlam or this, it made it a bigger deal.
It felt special, right?
Yeah, and so
I still missed it, but I
100%. But typical fan doesn't. Once it's gone for a month, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I also just, and again, I'm just me as a fan. I know that they gear, like WWE is PG and they try to gear it toward kids and stuff, but I just feel like you lose a lot of the people like me that have been loyal to them since I was a kid. I mean, it needs wrestling's. You're sitting in there and
you ain't buying T-shirts or cups or koozies or 8x10s at the merch stand.
I would if they were cool. Like earlier, we were talking about DX, right? Like in my last year of high school, I got either sent home or had to turn my shirt inside out so many times because I showed up with. I don't know if you remember the Swoggle, but they had a DX shirt where it had a barcode on the front of it. On the back of it, it said, "If you can't beat it, suck it." And I wore that shirt to school so many times and got asked so many times.
The difference is, look at 2002 or 2003. No one was wearing wrestling shirts because it wasn't cool.
Yeah,
and it still has never become cool except AEW stuff now and Bullet Club stuff.
Well, I mean that's because Triple H is trying to screw some dead girl in a casket. That's when it kind of lost me then.
Yeah, but even for kids, you know what I mean? For kids at that age, it still wasn't the cool thing to wear to school. It was at that point it was Ed Hardy and Affliction and Hot Topic stuff.
Yep.
So it goes through the times and Fox Racing, that kind of thing. So it's just not what was in pop culture. Wrestling wasn't in pop culture. So it's just not worn and out and about. We would wear it because we're wrestling fans.
Yeah.
My Jim Smith down the street sees a Bullet Club shirt and thinks it's like a punk rock thing 3 years ago. And so he thinks it's cool. He's not a wrestling fan. He doesn't know what it's almost like the Austin 316 Gallows story where he asks, what does that mean? Give me 3 Austin matches, and the kid can't. So Gallows makes him take the shirt off at school and makes him write up a story about Austin. It's just stuff like that where it hasn't been cool for the past 20 years.
You see, I again 1995. Do you remember that Shawn Michaels shirt where it's all glitter and it's blue and he's standing there like this?
Yep.
And it's got hearts all over it. I had that shirt and I wore it to school proudly. I had
100%.
I had the Razor Ramon one and I had the Bret Hart
all
one,
over print.
And you're right. And I mean, I still wear wrestling shirts now. There's still wrestling shirts in my wardrobe, and I'm 41. So, I guess
100%. But when my kid goes to school, it's not like that, like it was when we were in middle school.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Not only do you wear wrestling shirts, Frank, but you also sell one. ProWrestlingTees.com/TGT. You get the Top Hat Theater t-shirts. Cheap plug. There you go.
Oh,
the new. Oh,
it's like he's on a plane all over again.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but that shit's great. So, did you ever witness it?
I was not on the plane. No.
What did you do?
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
I just watched that episode today.
Oh my word!
I finally watched it.
Some shit.
I mean, guys, 3 years ago it would have been laughed at.
Well, it was. Didn't they make a short stories of it or something?
They did.
Yeah.
They made
and it was laughed at.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but man, it was kind of brutal to watch, though. I will say that.
And they did get some of the information incorrect automatically. Vince and Linda weren't on that plane. They kept saying that.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
I don't remember ever hearing that Austin or Taker were on the flight.
Nope.
No, they had special. They traveled separately.
Yes. They were
the ones that
corporate
traveled
jet
with Vince and
They
Linda.
would have been on the corporate jet.
Yeah. I won't say yes or no that some of that stuff. Obviously, some of that stuff happened because it's been corroborated over the years. But the extreme stuff, I'm not going to say one way or the other. But there's so many inconsistencies with the stories that it's really hard to just say, "Yep, that happened," or "Yep, that didn't happen."
That's my issue too. Is I thought that same thing is when they said Vince and Linda, and Austin and Taker, where I was like, they would have been on the private jet with the Kevin Dunn and that. Like,
well, don't you think they would have shut that shit down as well? I mean, Taker's a locker room leader, right?
There's no way, guys. I've been on these charters. There's not like a section, like a living room, of where Vince and them would sit. That's completely separate. That they wouldn't hear Brock Lesnar and Kurt Hennig wrestling in the back. There isn't a goddamn soundproof wall on an airplane.
Nope.
Like,
my God, he is just kicking the shit out of Flair.
I start to wonder if I shouldn't have screened these last 3 matches before I put them in as part of the set list for tonight, if you will.
Why?
Because while they were out in the crowd, Ric Flair and DDP both tried to respectively choke the other one out. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen a strap match. The object and the way to win, you can't win by pinfall or submission. You have to be physically in the ring and drag your opponent to all 4 corners.
Henry.
I'm starting to wonder if one of them were to choke the other out, if that counts as a win.
Well, no, because he has to drag him back to the ring. Same as how Extreme Rules matches have to be in the ring, which is the dumbest thing in the world.
Absolutely.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Or kind of like
Extreme Rules match is a hardcore match.
Or kind of like
more or less
a pay-per-view Extreme Rules and only having one Extreme Rules match.
Well, we don't need to talk about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah.
I didn't even watch that show. Not even
a pay-per-view.
I did.
I liked the show a lot.
I did. Watched it.
What I'm not going to watch is Crown Jewel.
Wait. Rob just tried to count a pinfall.
So it's not that kind of strap match then. It's just a strap match for them to beat each other up with the thing. I mean, I've seen it going both ways. Where
was the Hunter Rock one from SummerSlam '99 or whatever? Was that a?
It was a pinfall. No, it was a pinfall.
It was, yeah.
This is screaming low blow. Boop! Called it.
Whenever Ric Flair bleeds,
Little Nate getting in trouble here.
It always looks like he wears a red yarmulke on the side of his head.
Flair was the best bleeder.
You gonna kiss her again? Kiss her.
Do it.
See, again, it must be cold outside.
Guys,
I can't get over the fact that makes her look like somewhat like a watermelon with the way that it's striped.
He forced himself on like Maria and this one, and that was okay. Again, this is wrestling. I don't know.
Do you guys watch the show Heels? Have you seen
absolutely.
that?
I haven't
I
yet.
love that show.
I'm waiting for it to be over so I can binge watch it all at once.
Oh, God,
so
so good.
I waited. I'm the same way too.
Punched him in the cock.
Yep.
I'd like to take NBC Universal and just punch it right in the cock. But
I usually wait till it's like 6 episodes in, then I'll binge some of it. But there is they're pretty much as a character in Heels that is kind of portrayed to be like Flair, and there is a set part of that show where everything on the you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
So they kind of mimic what they talked about on the plane Rhino from Hell. So
it's like if you took Michael P.S. Hayes and Ric Flair and they had a baby.
Yeah,
that
Wild
would be
Bill.
Kind of like so. It's like the guy on what Will Ferrell did on Eastbound and Down.
Yeah,
you guys ever see that?
I have not seen that, but I'm going to.
Eastbound and Down is awesome.
I'm going to want to see it now because I love Will Ferrell.
The Heels is absolute. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I watched Arrow when Stephen Amell was on that. I actually kind of stopped, not because of anything that was wrong. I just had other shit going on in my life. But I knew Stephen Amell was a big wrestling fan, and it turns out he's a huge wrestling fan. And Heels is just not even a legit good wrestling show, just a legit good show.
I'll be honest. I want to go back to something for just a second. If Michael P.S. Hayes and Ric Flair had a baby, it would be the weirdest looking baby. And when it learned how to talk, it wouldn't start by saying mama or dada. It would go doot, doot, doot. And then move.
There it is, Henry. Oh, Henry, that was good. Okay. I got you, buddy. I got you.
I think the finale is supposed to be coming up for that show, so I can watch it soon.
So Henry, you kept saying that Kimberly looks like a watermelon. I think what I'm focusing on is her melons.
Look more closely at the outfit she's wearing.
I'm not looking at the outfit. I'm looking at the fact that she's got the headlights popping out. That's what I'm looking at. And that's in 1999. That's what I was looking at.
I'm pretty sure he just counted to 3. Like he went 1, 2, 3, and then stuck his hand up again.
Yeah.
Frank, do we need to have you sub and do the rope shooting moment right now? Because
I'm not. See if our boy Antonio's not here tonight because he is viewing what I can see over here is to be a. I'm not going to give it away for Henry, but he's watching.
You actually don't have to. I set this up for alerts from ESPN. We are at the half at Arrowhead, and Buffalo is up over Kansas City 24-13. I expect that's probably going to change once we start the second half.
Swoggle actually did a rope shooting moment segment last time he was on here. Do you want to do it again, Swoggle?
What?
Let's see. Hang on. Wait. Let's see if this jogs your memory, Swoggle. You ready?
That's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm looking for something that's just going to explode in your face. But at the same time, you know, it's got to be smooth. Do you know what the key is, though? You can't put too much in the bottom.
Oh, no. Oh, my God! Yeah. I remember when that started. Last time I literally just went, oof. No!
Oh, well, that was a diamond cutter.
Bang. Love it.
I hope. Well, we know his neck is fine.
I mean, but is it?
See, that's a protected move, right? With that, I don't think has anyone ever kicked out of the
Goldberg kicked out of the diamond cutter.
No, I'm taking RKO, like RKO, because that's what the diamond cutter is now.
Kicked out of the RKO.
So right now, I've said this in multiple episodes. The only move in WWE right now that's not being kicked out of is the end of days.
Really?
Corbin's move?
Corbin's move has never, ever been kicked out of. It is a very protected move. Undertaker actually taught him that move. Well, no, wait, let me phrase that. Undertaker taught him how to make that move protected. He kind of fucked around and Corbin kind of fucked around and just came up with the move by accident. And then Taker told him that needs to be a protected move. To this day,
goddamn pal.
I don't think. Oh my God.
And that rubber crowbar bounces about 3 feet in the air.
Explains why it bent so much when he hit him in the front.
See, I'll stop. Now, is Flair? This isn't the first appearance of David Flair. He must have shown up over the summer, right? Over the summer, I think of him.
By the way, this just we talked about this earlier. How David Flair. I would like to issue a personal, heartfelt, deep fuck you, Eric Bischoff, for preventing Stacy Keibler from posing in Playboy. I still love you, Eric, but fuck you.
I was gonna say, if you want him to come back, you just told him to fuck off on the show. So let's he
loves that kind of shit.
See, that's something we
see. At least he didn't call you a liar, Phill.
Well, if he comes back on the show, I'll tell him next time we get him on. I'll be like, hey, fuck you for that.
I bet he has now fully embraced that and thought, you know what? It's something I got to take to the grave.
Absolutely.
Oh, here come the medics. We got to do this.
Which Flair is leaving on the gurney?
Yes.
All right. Well, what's crazy is they're going to do all this, and the main event is.
There's still a main event.
Short.
Yes,
yeah,
there
but
is.
it's this. You might as well call this the friggin' match, the main event.
Okay.
When you look at the time code of this, compared to that.
Oh. No. There's still one more.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
99 WCW, baby.
See, now, would you consider this? Is this Russo shenanigans where he needs to have?
I don't think so. I think this is too new for him.
Yep.
Now they're worried about his neck, but they're yanking a strap over it.
They're moving him.
I say, wouldn't standard medical procedure for a neck injury basically be what they're doing right now, minus the yanking the strap off him part? Yeah. Put him on the neck brace, slide that underneath him, and then move him to the stretcher to put him in the ambulance to take him to the medical facility.
You can say hospital. It's okay. We're not in WWE, Henry. It's a hospital.
I love that Charles Robinson is more upset by this than his own son.
Oh, Dad, I'm not woman. No one's riding Space Mountain tonight. You're going to the hospital.
Oh, my God. Well, he was hit over the head. I mean, how come no one's bracing his balls? Because aren't those destroyed too?
It was a crowbar hit.
I've heard people say that David Flair likes to joke that his career progressed backwards. He started at the top, worked his way through high school gyms.
Yeah.
Look at Robinson. Actually, is like crying.
That's what I'm saying. He's like crying compared to David. Oh, he is crying.
Oh, there we go. There's some tears. But yeah, he really. Holy shit, you're right. There's actual tears on Little Nage.
Would this have been when they started the Little Nage program? You think?
I don't think so. I think it's close. Now I got to find that out.
I'd love to have him on here and be like, dude.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
You're talking about Charles?
Yeah.
Because I think Ric Flair is probably busy.
Not
knowing we exist.
I don't know if he is, though.
I'm happy with who knows we exist. I'm happy with who comes on here. I'm happy that I look forward to this all day because I'm having a good damn time. That's all I give a shit
I'm looking
about.
forward to talking about this goddamn set, Frank.
I like the damn set. I like it. The gargoyle is ugly. Okay?
You can't step back from this, Frank.
No.
Oh, I know. Of course I won't. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I like other sets better.
Because they're not taking their time at all getting him to that ambulance.
Nope.
Oh!
Oh, there we go. Oh, my God!
Oh, the filthy animals. Oh, it is the filthy animals. Jesus Christ.
Weren't you paying attention earlier in the show? They were on the phone. They're not done. Didn't you hear that part?
I don't understand why they were on the phone, because we obviously saw during the tag title match that Guerrero and Mysterio were both in the building, along with Miss Thang, Tori Wilson, Billy Kidman, and Conan.
So, do we see the rolling clothesline
More
now?
clearing boxes.
Yes. Do we see the rolling clothesline now?
That's right.
Before. It's all he's got.
And they're taking the ambulance.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Probably to the medical facility.
When does Vince? Sorry, Vince. Wow, I was thinking Vince Russo. When does Ric Flair get committed to the mental hospital? When does that happen?
That's later. Yeah, it's later. I think it's later this year.
Oh, is it that early?
I think it's like it's the end of '99.
I knew it was after Russo took over, but I couldn't remember exactly when.
I thought it was kind of right before the end.
I mean, really, you can say anything after Russo is right before the end at this point. So
yeah.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Frank. Shit on the set more. We're waiting.
It's cool.
There's less than 9 minutes left for the main event.
It looks like my ex-wife, but still.
Wait a minute. Sting looks like your ex-wife?
No. The
Jesus.
Gargoyle.
By the way, how cool
when
was
he
it?
said that, I was looking at something else, and when I turned back to the screen to see what he was talking about, I saw Sting coming out with a World Heavyweight title.
How fucking cool was it that we got to see Sting at Top Guy Weekend?
how fucking cool is it that we've got to see him wrestle a few times, yet he couldn't wrestle in WWE? And I think he should have won the championship in WWE. He had at least earned that. But damn it, I'm not bitter.
I'm still saying it was cool we saw him at Top Gear Weekend. That was, to me, like the biggest. So, like, if you, there's no way I could have guessed he would have showed up. That was great.
All right, let's see.
7 minutes for a main event.
Well, I mean, it's Goldberg and Sting, right? So, I mean.
Well, you just gave away the big surprise.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. God, spoilers. Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I suck at this show stuff.
My God.
I can't say people's names right. I didn't even do my
He's
segment.
actually lying. I'm pretty sure the Kiss Demon is
didn't
about
do
to come
segment.
out.
I just gave up today. I swear.
Why?
Yep, and here comes the new. He's right. He's the new United States champion, right? Is he still the United States champion?
Yeah, he won that when Sid.
Why isn't he bringing it out? Bring it out with him. He just won it. Be proud, man.
Did he win it from Sid? I thought he had it going into that match.
No,
Sid was the reigning champion.
Oh, okay.
Because I actually do remember leading up to that match, Sid was having his own little streak going on, and that's how the match was built.
Oh.
But Sid was having matches with like 2 and 3 jobbers at the same time and counting them all as wins, and it was stupid.
And Tony Schiavone just said it's not for a title.
Goldberg's still covered in Sid's blood from either pre-match or during the match.
So
Possibly
on my
post-match.
wait a minute. So this says on my sheet, singles match for the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
This is a title match.
Explain that to Tony Schiavone because he just said that it was a no-title match.
Did he say it's not for the U.S. title?
Oh.
The caption read "no title."
Okay.
Well, that's not what my run sheet here says.
Shivani was drunk at this time.
Of course.
Probably. He's
Just
probably
Bella
getting
need to
high
go
off the
outside.
fumes from that WCW Nitro Cologne.
All right, where'd Phill go? Because my dog's got to go outside here, and I wanted him to run the show. Brandy, you're up.
Okay.
This is
So we're gonna try and figure out what it says. Again, it says gonna be no title here on the subtitles. So Tony's
And there's
as
no ref.
confused as the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember right from what I was reading when I began the process to write the format, the next night on Nitro, and here comes Charles Robinson back out to the ring.
Right, because now Sting's getting out of the ring.
I believe the next
here we
night
go.
he has an argument with J.J. Dillon, making the argument that the title wasn't supposed to be on the line. He's still the champion. So J.J. Dillon says, screw it. They vacate the title, and it leads to the 32-man tournament that makes up the pay-per-view for WCW Mayhem.
Jesus Christ. I don't remember any of that.
Sorry, my dog jumped on my wife's broken foot, so I had to.
That's no good.
Bad Thor.
Yep.
Here we go.
It's Loki,
No,
not Thor.
that's low key.
Whoa!
Oh, that was awful.
Oh, I love this.
This is so bad. I'm so glad we watched this.
And it's dried.
Just for the Goldberg Sid match alone, this whole thing was.
He has so much dried Sid blood on him.
He really does. Some say Sid's still bleeding right now.
Did they ever break the announcers' tables in WCW like they did WWF?
No, I don't think they went there
really.
anywhere near as fast.
No. I mean, like WWF did it weekly.
Yeah. No, it was a contest to see how long the table would survive.
Yeah.
This.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't remember them ever doing it in WCW.
I'm sure they happened. But again,
had to have, yeah, but maybe not because the monitors were inside it.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
So maybe they weren't able to.
Frank, breaking news. While you were gone, we decided we hate you because you don't like the set.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Frank, we do have a question. Do you remember any time where the WCW, where they broke the commentary tables in WCW?
Did Sting just hit a spear?
No! And Goldberg hit him with that Bret Hart kick.
Oh, God. What the fuck is going on?
No, I don't remember. I think they did probably in the end year, but not.
I can't remember at all, and I thought I was like maybe they couldn't because the monitors were in there.
I remember like when NWO was hot, they came out and like destroyed it at the end.
Yeah,
of the
but that
show,
was when it was the Nitro set.
Yeah. No, I don't. When it was ringside, I don't ever recall it happening.
So I was saying, like, I mean, WWF did it weekly. I don't remember WCW ever doing it.
Now, see, this is just again.
Oh, here it goes.
Oh my God, that crowd is still on fire, though. I love
those facials from Goldberg.
I love Goldberg.
So, if you wanted to inflict maximum damage to your opponent when slamming him into a table, wouldn't you leave the monitors in?
Yeah, 100%. But you wouldn't want to pay the cost of those.
Yeah, you don't want to replace those because they'll take those out of your check.
Damn. I can't believe how hot the crowd
is. And then
is.
Bobby Heenan just said he won the world title.
I think they meant to say it wasn't for the U.S., but they're dumb.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm reading the subtitles. What an accomplishment. But wait a minute. Didn't he have it a year ago?
Yeah, he did have it before.
Hogan a year ago. He beat Hogan and had both belts.
He lost
97.
He lost the title a year ago on this show. He lost the title at 98. No, I'm sorry. That was Starrcade 98.
Starrcade.
Yeah, Halloween Havoc 98. We didn't actually get to see the world title match if you paid for it on pay-per-view. Because, well,
you had to wait.
Hey, that's because of my hero. You knocked that off. Who cares? Who cares about the world title match? Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember Sting losing that fast in this match. But again, I don't remember this pay-per-view that much.
Well,
I don't.
The match length on here is 3 minutes 8 seconds.
Wow.
So
wait, did somebody say
3
minutes? All right, so let's go around the room. We're gonna have to let Swoggle go. So, Swoggle, what were your thoughts on what you did see of this show?
You know what? This was WCW, and that's why I love it. I'm so happy I got to join you guys for a WCW watch along. I love these. I literally started watching from the last year. So I've been doing it like years. So I just started watching the last year of WCW, and then I'll go one more year back and go just pay-per-views because it's so hard to watch, but so awesome. But so awesome at the same time. Like,
I love it.
What's your favorite shitty WCW pay-per-view?
Oh boy,
Greed.
Yes.
That's Greed the only answer. So fun
That's
to
the
watch.
only answer.
Yeah.
That's the last one, isn't it? Greed?
Yes. No.
Or was it Sin?
I thought they did two of them.
Did you ever see the actual Sin leg break? Did you actually see the actual video?
I can't. I have to look away.
Okay.
I have to look
so
away.
So they start. I don't mean to cut you off.
They cut it from the.
Yeah, they cut the network.
They cut it off the network.
It's so funny, how they're still trying to stop.
They edited it
on
out.
The ground. And they had no idea what the fuck to do after you broke his leg. It was great.
Oh man!
What?
But guys, that was all. That made my night. That was really fun.
How we end our pay-per-view tonight? Charles Robinson and Sting were actually arguing in the ring, and at one point, Sting is looking at Robinson and says, "This wasn't a title match. The title wasn't on the line." And then Sting takes down Charles Robinson, and then it cuts to black.
I love every bit of this.
God, what a trooper, Charles Robinson. He took a diamond cutter. He just took a scorpion death drop.
I'm pretty sure he got hit in the dick by something in that Flair DDP match.
And now Halloween Havoc 2000 has started on mine, and it looks awful. So, Brandy, your final thoughts on this real quick?
It was cringe to the max, but that's what made it so much fun. Because that's the whole point of this show is a whole bunch of friends get together, we watch shitty wrestling and make fun of it and have a good time.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mappet, your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I think after getting to see the finished product after I put it together, I think it was a beautiful pay-per-view. There were a couple of other matches I'd recommend people go see from that. The Eddie Guerrero Perry Saturn match. Bret Hart has a match in here somewhere where he wrestles somebody and loses.
Luger. He wrestles Lex Luger.
Luger, yeah.
Which I don't see that being good.
Nope.
Phill, your thoughts?
I'm gonna lie awake at night in a cold sweat, wondering why the fuck was Sid bleeding?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. No, not definitely.
If anyone watches this show can answer that question and provide some sort of proof, please do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty rough. My final thoughts was honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
But the set was, right, you motherfucker?
The set was beautiful. I loved it.
will
the gargoyle.
say, I thought it was. I did think it was gonna be like late 2000 or like 2000 WCW, and it wasn't that bad. It was still pretty.
Very bad.
Opening the next show is remember Berlin on this show. He is he's now dancing with Disco Inferno, and they're called Boogie Nights. Yeah. So it clearly gets worse.
He took Alex Wright's place. No, that is Alex Wright.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yes.
It is Alex Wright. Yeah. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Obviously, WCW got worse as it progressed. It is what it is at this point. But it's nice to be able to go back and watch it. So, Swoggle, honestly, so awesome that you're here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys very, very much once again. It was a ton of fun. I'm so glad I got to do this again with you guys.
Yeah, it's honestly it's a blast having you just talking wrestling. I feel like you're just open about things and it's awesome. So
I appreciate that. Whenever you guys want to do a live or anything, I'm in.
Oh shit, yeah, we're working on that.
We've got that October 31st. I'll give you a heads up a little bit.
Let me know the times and I'll try to make it work.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you guys.
Take care. All right. Well, that was amazing, and we're still going. So I'm gonna play the outro, and everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is episode 51. I've been doing this for 21 episodes now. So, and we've had some fun.
That's not true.
I've been doing it for 51 episodes, but I've been the host for 21.
That's not true. You've been the host for 19.
All right, fuck you.
No, it's so he's not allowed to host anymore.
No, actually, he's absolutely right. He's filled in for me beautifully. So, on that note, everyone, thank you for joining us again for Top Guy Theater, and keep watching because we got some big shit coming.
14 WrestleManias. A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam. Are you ready to fight?
Who will survive?